it's April with Hair 101, and I am here with Randy Ferman. And I remembered it because he told me that furry man, but he's not that furry. So
that's right.
But I remembered it. I can remember your first name, Randy. We've been talking a lot. But Randy Ferman is the owner, CEO of Sharkfin Shears, and I absolutely love this brand of shears. I have fallen in love with them. I've had all of my tension problems and when you lift your elbow to cut hair all day long, all of that's just gone because the swivel and the awesome offset of the shear. So I invited him here to talk about his company and his shears and shears in general, just how we should be taking care of them. So I hope you guys enjoy. And we ended up talking so much because there's so much awesome information that we are breaking it up into 2 segments, and we're also doing a Q&A. So there's going to be either 2 or 3 videos, but they're all going to have lots of awesome information. So make sure you watch every single one of them or I will find you. No, I probably won't find you. That's really cool. Okay, that's quality. If you can buy 1 pair of shears and have it your whole entire career, that's like you just get to think of different kinds to buy. Let's talk about different kinds.
What's the difference between stainless and color? And I'm really proud to say we started in business 15 years ago. A lot of shear companies that were a little less than forthright would tell you that because it is titanium, they'd say, oh, it's lighter, it's sharper, it's stronger. That's all a bunch of baloney. If you buy titanium, buy it because it's pretty. That's the number 1 reason.
Right.
Okay. Or you're allergic to nickel. Nickel is one of the metals in steel. Yeah. So if you have a nickel allergy.
I do have a friend that's allergic.
There you go. So
she would want to do something like that.
That's right. Now the edge work is also slightly different. So not to get real technical,
right, because it's the what is it called?
Well,
this is convex.
A full convex. This is a semi-convex.
Okay.
So if you think about, for the girls out there, when you're shaving your legs, how sharp a razor is, at first and every day it gets duller, because that point starts to go like that. It starts to flatten out. So the benefit of a titanium shear is, let's say you do a lot of extensions or a lot of dry cutting. Yeah. It's going to be a little noisier, but it's going to hold the edge longer unless you go with one of our higher end shears where you have harder metal.
Right. Which so this one's a little bit higher.
Oh, that's the second highest metal.
Because I do a lot of dry cutting, but I have not noticed any.
And you won't.
Dulling at all with this at all.
And
I mean, I've had them almost a year, and I don't feel like they need anything done to them except for tighten and maybe change.
And that's without you checking blade tension.
Right.
So that's a testament to this year.
Right. They're awesome.
Yeah. So that's for titanium. If you're going to do a colored shear, buy it because it's pretty. Also in US dollars, I would never spend more than $400 to $450 for a titanium shear, something with color.
Right.
If you see a shear, it's $800 to $1,000, whatever the number is.
And they're all rainbow colors.
And they're any color, you're getting ripped off, right? Because there's no functionality whatsoever to it.
That's good to know. I do think a lot of the time we can get scammed because we'll go to a hair show and there's some deal going on and they'll just throw this awesome deal at you and you think it's a great deal and you grab it and then you get home and realize you have something that you hate.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like that is anything that could happen with this company. That's what I really love about Sharkfin. They don't really make crap. So you guys... And I've had people ask me, what's the best one? I'm like, if you're buying the Sharkfin, just whatever your budget is, find something in that budget, you'll be good.
That's right. And we tell people too, buy the best you can afford because, and we tell people a lot of things, but one thing is, first of all, we're not doing this for free, we're making a profit.
Right.
Anytime you go to a show or anywhere and they say, oh, I'm losing money, run away.
No.
You don't cut hair for free or color hair, but we try to under-promise, over-deliver. So like that double shark that you have, that sells for $520, and I won't mention other companies' names, but there's other companies that have their same metal without our technology close to $1,000, and we're making a profit of $520.
So they're making a lot more.
And we also realize it's more people can afford $520.
But you're also doing the customer service on top
We're doing
of it.
Right. Also, we're the only company in the world everything I make for righties, I make for lefties.
Oh, cool.
Europe, 30%
it's because
lefties.
He's a lefty.
It's true.
And you get better quality for cheaper because you can use my hair coupon code.
That's
April
right.
20 and get 20% off.
Right, which is an awesome...
Bumps you up to a better shear. So if I were going to a hair show and I wanted a new pair of shears, because that happens a lot. They're like, oh, I'm going to wait for this hair show because I know there's going to be a deal. what do you look for when you walk into that and you're looking for a shear?
Okay.
What do you think is the best thing to look for?
Right, and what we do at our booth, and some of your viewers, I'm sure, are Sharkfin customers, I'm sure a lot of them have bought their shears at a show, we're all over the country, is we educate at our booth and we say, go check everybody else out. Right. So I'll tell you the things to stay away from, first of all. When you're going there, and a lot of it's sensory overload, because there's shears, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there was 5 or 6 shear companies. Now there's probably 10 or 15 legitimate shear companies, but hundreds of booths selling shears. So if you see shears laid on a table like this, but even a little more organized, you don't want to buy your shears there. Okay. The quality can't be, if they can just afford to lay them out on the table, ours are in cases, any reputable company, they're not going to be bringing back, just grab them and pick them up.
And drop them in.
That's right.
And cut your soda pop.
That's right.
Or your powder pop up really quick while you're at the show.
That's right. Also,
that's what I use it for. No, I don't.
Yep. And I tell customers, forget the deals. We do deals too, but we do deals every day on our website. Because our thing is, what if you couldn't afford to go to the show? Why should we penalize you? So we tell people at the show, look, you can order today, tomorrow, next week, next year. It's the same price.
This is the deal,
right? We have one price. We don't haggle, because if somebody haggles, what I always think, well, maybe he gave that person a better price than he gave me.
Right.
So we have one price, and it's a great price. So what you want to do is, first of all, what I just went over with you earlier, the only handle design should be a full offset or a crane design.
Right.
Why? Because that's the way your hand is designed.
Unless you have your thumb that comes out of the middle of your palm.
Right, there you go.
If that's you, then maybe just get what you want. But.
That's right. And some of your viewers may hold the shear with their middle finger.
Yeah, just because they're probably trying to just get it more comfortable.
Well, that's right. What it does, you're right, April. It moves your thumb forward. But so we move the thumb handle forward, so now your pinky is not up in the air. If you have it to rest on something to move the shear. So first of all, you want to make sure it's a full offset handle. Okay. Because when they go to a booth, there's going to be opposing grips and offset and full offset, and it's not your job.
There's too many.
It's confusing, right? Yeah. It's definitely.
It's overwhelming. It is.
There's no question. A lot of people also get this out of the way too. They'll ask, "Is it cobalt?"
Yeah.
Years ago, we're in business 15 years with Sharkfin, and cobalt was a bigger buzzword 15 years ago. Every shear has cobalt in it. It has a lot of different metals. Cobalt is one of them. If you want, and what cobalt does, it makes the shear harder. Okay, so if you are dead set on getting a cobalt shear, bring a magnet with you. Okay, and stick it to the blade. If it sticks to the blade,
that's cobalt.
No, it's not enough cobalt.
Oh.
Okay.
So cobalt's not magnetic.
That's right. It's non-magnetic.
Where's magnet? Now I'm curious.
Right. Well, these they're going to stick because the amount of cobalt it can also make the shear more brittle. Okay. So if you were to drop it, you're right. So in our opinion, there's enough cobalt the way that the shears are designed to give you the maximum performance and durability.
Okay.
So don't get sucked in if you see lasered cobalt. Okay. Also, what's written on the shear, and I hate to say this, but don't put a lot of credit, but a lot of credence in it.
Yeah.
I've been in factories in China, and they're lasering made in Japan. I'm in
Japanese
China.
Hitachi still.
Right. It doesn't say.
But this has a cute heart on it. So
right. And we do. We put hearts on all of our shears.
And there's patent numbers.
Yeah.
Look at that cute heart. What does that mean?
That's we put on every shear we manufacture. Let our customers know how much we appreciate their business.
That's awesome.
So, it's
little heart.
And it's like the harmony symbol on the front.
That's
that
cute.
Japanese symbol.
Yeah.
We could have put one on for money or success. We want harmony in our personal life and our business life with our clients. So it's all about doing the right thing,
Cool.
So going back to you want to make sure the shear has a full offset handle. You want to make sure it has a stationary tang, and some people will say, well, I don't like it, and I take it off. Well, it's there for a reason.
You need to rest your pinky.
Yeah, because it relaxes the tension on your pinky, and then also, whether we're huge swivel people. We do make swivel and non-swivel,
and I do like.
And we converted you, right?
And it's now. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous because when you lose it to palm your shears, it's sometimes it's crooked, and you'll have to be like, oh.
Right.
But you get used to it really quickly. I felt like it was only a week, and then I was fine with it.
Right. And on a stylish show, because I invented all this stuff. I don't cut hair. With a swivel, it's you can just hit it in your palm and it flattens it out, and then you put your thumb.
And I've started doing that. It's almost like you train your hand just to get it into a spot where it's quick to get it in again.
That's right.
But it takes a little bit of practice. A little bit. It's not bad. It's nothing to be scared about. If you're thinking of switching over to a swivel, the benefits way outweigh that
No
one
question.
little.
That's right. And the whole key is with a non-swivel, going from a non-swivel to a swivel, you take your old shears, unless you work at your home, if you then hide it in your trunk. But if you have a regular salon, leave your old shears home, because it does take up to 30 days. It can be, most people, I would say it's 1 to 2 weeks. Some people it's first haircut, but it's up to 30 days to retrain the nerves and tendons in your hand. And if you use our shear for 2 weeks and you pick up your old shear for one haircut, you've lost those 2 weeks. And then once you get back to this, once you're loving your swivel, you can't go back to a non-swivel because it hurts.
Yeah,
right? It hurts
it's
your
uncomfortable.
hand.
It is.
Yeah. So don't get sucked into what these shows about deals. You're buying a shear because it's a benefit to, obviously you have a need and you want to take care of that need. So, at the shows people say, what's your deal? And we'll tell them we're giving away a free blender and a razor, but I'll always say, but don't buy the shear because you're getting the free stuff. The 3 things are, when you go to a booth, first of all, see if they offer to fit it to your hand.
Okay.
When you go in to buy clothes, they don't say here, they say what size are you? If they don't offer, that should be a negative. It's like going on a date the first time and you're checking, put negative marks next to the guy.
Okay.
He didn't offer to pay, he didn't pull up my chair, whatever it is. The next thing is, see if they have our patented, this happens to be the double shark, or single patented handle, which obviously they can't have that because we own the patent rights. And the reason that's important, it gives you proper nerve and tendon alignment, right? So you would never try that with a regular shear, fall in your hand, but it can't, because the more contact you have with something in your hand, the more control, right?
Yeah, I never realized that.
Yep. So that's important.
That's really cool. I don't feel like I'm going to drop them at all.
Yeah, and especially for your viewers that of wanted to use a swivel, but they said, I've tried it and I hated it. The reason we've been so successful, and now it's been an overnight success 15 years later, but because with a swivel you need more contact. So it needs to be fitted. Any shear needs to be fitted, especially a swivel. You need this handle, and then when you go to turn it, you've got complete control over the shear. And your slide cutting too. Most people slide cut like this. With the swivel, you can just make a fist. Just so you're going to do like that, and now slice down. Yeah. So instead, which is
look at that,
really
my
cool,
elbow's
right?
still down. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing that actually. I love that.
Because a lot of people have swivels, they don't use them like a swivel.
Like you're going to stab yourself in the stomach.
Yep.
Not safe when you're pregnant.
That's right.
Just kidding.
Not safe ever, but especially, right?
No, that's cool.
Yeah. So and then also ask about warranties. Warranties are important, but then say, well, how long are you guys in business? Because, you get a lifetime warranty. Well, we're in business a year. And people took a risk with us when we first started, but we're now 15 years later.
Now it's reputable. They're not scared.
No question. Right. Go to Facebook too. Check out. You're spending your hard-earned money because I would say 50 to 60% of the companies out there, you're not getting what you think you're getting. So just know what you're looking for, and don't get sucked in by the deals, and stay with reputable companies. And if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
And I think that you kind of covered also, like you want to think you get what you pay for, so just spend like $2,000 on the shears. Right. But that can be a gimmick too.
Really,
so you have to really do your homework and think about brand and all of these little things, like he was pointing out. What's the shape of them? How do they feel in your hand?
That's right.
So I like that because it kind of is, well, if you stick with Sharkfin, then the more you spend, the better you get. But I mean, I know that brand and I'm confident saying that, but it's like if you just went to a big show and there's all these brands and you were like, let's just find the most expensive shear. Right. I don't know.
No, it's not. I mean, even a shear.
It could be a bad one.
It's not that you're overpaying for something, because most stylists, if you took a shear that's $2,000, for example, like something that's called Damascus steel, which is where they fold the metal over, like Japanese swords are made in Damascus. Right. Very expensive, really, really sharp, hold an edge really well. Is it going to hold an edge for, like, if you're paying $500 for yours and $2,000, $1,500 price difference? In my opinion, no. I mean, it's cool to have it, and you'd be one of the few people out there that would have a $2,000. Bragging rights. But I can think of a lot of great things to do with $1,500. Do
you guys have a shear like that?
We have something that we're coming out with that's going to be very limited edition. It's going to be the Damascus. To give you an idea, it's probably about a $2,500 shear. We're probably going to sell it for about $1,500.
That's exciting.
There's going to be limited edition of probably 100 pieces. That's
awesome. I gotta get one of those.
Well, you might. We'll say. Make sure you're dealing with reputable companies and people that care, and the people that stand behind their products. And our whole thing is, even when my patents expired, like I was telling you about the mats for standing on, what I invented will be around forever and ever and ever and ever. Right. And it's like in life, it's what's your footprint? When you're gone, what are people going to say about April or Davey or Randy? Hopefully it's good things.
That's scary.
So what I've invented will be around forever.
Yeah.
And we're helping people, and that's the cool thing.
I have a lot of viewers that live in Europe or just all over the country, and a lot of the products that I use, they can't get.
Right.
And so, do you ship international?
We do. We ship worldwide, so whether it's Japan, Australia, all over Europe, which is good. But also, too, if there's any viewers out there, we're patented throughout North America and Europe. So we were desperately looking for distributors throughout Europe, but also the rest of the world too. So whether it's Australia or Japan.
So that they can go to a hair show and actually have a distributor there. So you're looking for that.
Right, that's right. So instead of them having to buy it directly from the States, we have to charge them VAT and GST and all the other fun stuff. And if we can find a distributor in their country to carry our product, it's going to be a lot less expensive for them.
That's great. Yeah.
And it's a great product to have available to stylists worldwide.
So comment below or contact Sharkfin if you guys do know anyone that would be able to distribute that. That's cool.
And it's sharkfinshears.com.
All right, you guys, thank you so much, Randy, for coming and explaining all this awesome information to me. I actually feel like I'm retaining it this time.
Good.
Like hair school, no, I had too many other things to worry about. But this has been great, and now I can go back and watch my video if I have any questions. So I'm excited, and tons of good information. We have a couple videos because we're going to break it up for you guys so you don't have to sit in school for an hour and learn about shears. But make sure you check out the links below if you want to see the other videos we did with Randy. And all right, thank you so much for coming. And make sure you go and check out the Facebook pages for both Hair 101 and Sharkfin Shears. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you guys do want to purchase a pair of awesome Sharkfin shears, there is a coupon code. It is April 20, and it's going to be good for quite a while, but the sooner the better because they have some awesome promotions usually going on.
And it's a 20% discount, not $20.
No,
20%.
20%.
Huge.
So shop it up. Get some thinning shears and some shears. And, so thanks for watching, and thanks for supporting me and subscribing and commenting below. You guys are amazing. I love you all, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Here we go. We're going to chop it off. I'm going to start with just like a little section because it's too hard to cut all at the same time. Holy cow. See, that was too hard. You got to do a little bit at a time. And it's longer